The Writer's Stage, Introduction to Unit 5, Old Age. Following the age of the judge, Jaques' speech on the 7 ages brings us to the 6th age, Old Age, or the age of Pantaloon. According to custom, the comic character Pantaloon is a slender, foolish old man. The old man has shrunk, in fact. He no longer fills his clothes, which are a world too wide for him. Even his voice turns again to what Shakespeare calls childish treble. Though the image is not entirely pleasant, the 6th age also provides important life lessons for us. Having gathered a lifetime's worth of experience, and having learned that accidents are a part of life's richness, the old man has learned that life's lessons must be continually re-evaluated. Old age provides a time to put life into perspective. The child's awareness of details and rules, the adolescent's sense of passion, the young adult's convictions, and the mature adult's earned authority. These qualities, with their successes and their failures, find themselves reevaluated and understood more clearly by the old. Having considered the severe eyes of the judge in the previous lesson, we must now be cautioned in adopting the judge's severity. The old Pantaloon, with the wisdom of experience, tends to temper authority. So what does Pantaloon have to teach us about composition? The lesson of old age for writers is that writing, like life, is not just a matter of knowing the rules. More, it's a matter of knowing when to apply the rules and which rules apply. Rules are mastered in their application and understood only with experience. The last 2 units of this course actually provide you with a chance to reconsider and practice the elements of composition already presented. Over 2,000 years ago, Aristotle taught that rhetoric was the art of finding the means of persuasion in any subject. According to Aristotle, a writer attempts to make his or her position agreeable to the audience by using arguments based on the writer's credibility, on the audience's emotions, and on the subject's logic. So we're going back to ethos, logos, and pathos, ethical, logical, and emotional appeal. Aristotle notes that effective rhetoric demands much more than memorizing 10 or 100 rules and applying them in lockstep fashion. Each writing situation calls for a fresh evaluation of the audience and the writer and the subject. An essay that was effective yesterday, for example, may be less effective today. In this unit, we'll brainstorm what makes writing effective, based on what you've already studied about composition and rhetoric. Hopefully, you'll see that by evaluating an essay, you're continuing to learn more about writing effective essays. Specifically for this unit, your assignment is to write a critical essay, evaluating the rhetorical effectiveness of an assigned reading. This assignment will require your judging the rhetorical decisions of another writer, while at the same time considering your own as you write the essay. It's like practicing this course's lessons twice in one unit. Double the pleasure. All of these articles are arguments, but I don't want you to merely consider the argument itself. I want you to evaluate the way in which the argument was crafted. Specifically, evaluate the rhetorical elements and other stylistic matters. Evaluate the use of appeals. Evaluate the organizational choices of the writer, considering the text, the audience, and the writer, as well as the subject, and that's that writer's triangle that we've been using all semester. Don't just evaluate the subject, though. Don't just evaluate the argument. To practice, I want you to read the article in Unit 5's folder entitled The Year of the Blue Collar Guy by Steve Olson. I think you'll enjoy it. In the first lesson, we'll discuss which of the 7 ages of man you think Olson belongs to, based upon his article. In Lesson 22, I provide you with a short set of instructions for analyzing Olson's article. You'll use those same instructions for analyzing the article you'll write about in your critique. There's one extra journal in Lesson 22, since you don't have a video to watch. Lesson 24 only introduces one figure of speech, and that's parison. Therefore, I'll ask you to do a few things to help you prepare to write your critique. This unit should come as a welcome relief from the pressures of researching, so have fun with it.